What is happening? What is going on? It's your boy Rye Guy, and the Seahawks have clinched the NFC West for the first time in 4 years. Last time we clinched the NFC West was in the 2016 season. We hosted the wild card game against Detroit, and we won that game fairly comfortably. But now let's come back to the future. Seahawks clinched the NFC West after a 20-9 win against the Rams. And as you all know, Sean McVay has had his fun against us multiple times in the past. And this year, we kind of seemingly found a way to contain his offense. Mostly today, where we only gave up 3 field goals against one of the best offensive minds in our game, and we found a way to keep his offense virtually shut. Now our offense did not play all that well either, but I mean, hey, we got the win. We eked out a win. I didn't know that this, and we got some good turnovers. I know Jamal had that one tackle, but he most definitely made up for it for that one play in the third quarter where the Rams running back was getting ready to break the plane, and he got the first, but he saved the touchdown, and we stuffed them on a QB sneak, and then we got off the field. Now, we had to punt from our own end zone, which is never fun, and then we almost got a turnover on special teams, but I have no idea how that we didn't recover that one, and we might have, but Rams didn't do anything with that possession either. So yeah, and then towards the end, kind of like our final offensive drive of any substance, we found Jacob Hollister in the end zone, and that's what pretty much milked this game away. I know this defense, it still could be historically bad, but they're getting hot at the right time. Because this is their first high-octane offense that they have completely neutralized. Sure, Sean McVay did some stuff that he does. It's Sean McVay. He's one of the greatest offensive minds in football's history, almost. But hey, we kept him under control. We kept Jared Goff under control, and he threw a turnover to Quandre Diggs when the Rams were driving, and yeah, he kind of gifted us this game. He did not play all that well. So yeah, what's next for the Seahawks? Well, next week the Seahawks travel down to Arizona to play the 49ers, okay, because obviously we know that they got booted from Santa Clara County in California, and they have to play our home games out of state. I mean, think about this. Imagine being 10 minutes from a Super Bowl victory to getting kicked out of your own city and state in less than a year. Like, that's a funny joke right there, man. The thing is, it's not even a joke. It's true. They have to play out of state. So yeah, Seahawks are guaranteed a home playoff game. It'll most likely be the wild card game because, actually, it is technically possible where if we beat the 49ers and the Packers lose and the Saints lose another game, then we could end up with the first seed, and that would be huge. Like, we would be getting a first-round bye. We will be hosting all of the playoff games. The road to Tampa would run through Seattle, and we won't have to go and play in places like Green Bay or New Orleans, where I know that they're not allowing fans at. Well, I think New Orleans is allowed. I think they're both allowing us a few fans, but as we all know, we do not want to go back to the tundra. I think we learned that lesson last year, and obviously, we know that New Orleans is always a very hard place to play in the playoffs. It might be a little bit easier this year, but that's kind of slitting hairs. But hey, we know that we are we have a home playoff game, which I think is pretty important, even without fans. And we get to win the division, which is always nice to have, because this is the first time that we have won the division since 2016. And since then, and actually, well, I was going to say that every other NFC West team has made the championship game since that, but then I realized that Arizona made the championship game the year prior in 2015, but I mean, it's still not a good sign. We need to make it back to the NFC championship game in the Super Bowl. So we do. I would like to win another Lombardi for players like Dwayne Brown, Mike Upati, KJ Wright, and to an extent Bobby if we choose to cut them or they retire. So, good win. We finally got that monkey of Sean McVay off our back, and now I think if I were to wager, I think we're resting our starters next week. So, if that's the case, I don't think I'm going to make a post-game video if we rest our starters, because I don't think that it would be worth talking about. So yeah, go Hawks. Going back to the playoffs. And we get to win the division. The brutal, brutal division of the NFC West. Go Hawks, go Ducks. See you later.